Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for another video. Today we're going to be talking about 6 wasteful things that I no longer wish to do in 2019. So yeah, grab a cup of tea and let's get straight into the video. Okay, so number 1 is healthy food trends. And when I say that, I mean things like the celery juice thing that's going around right now. Everyone seems to be, getting on these hypes, and to be honest, I'm that kind of person too that gets on these hypes and thinks, ooh, I want to be healthier and magically have all the gains that I want in a month because I'm drinking celery juice. And to be honest, I did watch Simnett Nutrition's video on it and there are benefits. But knowing me, what I would do is I'd go out and buy a shit ton of celery, and then I'd probably be like, well, my blender's not like perfect for it, so maybe I should buy a juicer. And it kind of creates this spiral for me, and I'm like, oh, I need all these other things. And one of the saddest things about it is that inevitably food does end up getting wasted, and that's not what we want. And for me personally, this is something that I find particularly wasteful because, yeah, as I said, it creates this spiral of me thinking, oh, well, maybe I should get this bag, this hemp bag to strain my juice in my blender. And then after I bought that and tried it, and I'm like, oh, maybe this isn't that great. Maybe I'll get this juicer. And then, oh, maybe I'll just get loads and loads of celery, and then I get too much celery, and then I forget one day, and then I don't have time one day, and then I'm bored of cleaning the juicer, and then it just goes back in the cupboard and sits at the back and just gets dust, and it's really sad. So that's number 1. Healthy food trends that, to be honest, I can't keep up with, and that give me the spiral of wastefulness. You might be great at this. Me? Not so much. Number 2 is I tend to get a little bit excited about cute notepads and planners and things like that. And the problem is that I see them and I'm like, oh, I'll use them sometime when I finish my notebook. And I haven't finished my notebook. I'm not even close to finishing my notebook. But I mean, notebooks I tend to get around to using, but planners, who can use more than one planner in a year? Not me. I mean, you might, because you might be more busy than I am. But I fill quite a lot of pages in my planner, and yet I see other ones and I'm like, that one's pretty. That one's really sustainable. That one's really la 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 la. And I'm like, Amy, no, you don't need it. Don't waste your money. Realize that you have one that's perfectly good at home, and you don't need cute things. Don't waste your money. Don't waste the book. Number 3 is takeaways. This also feeds into things like the fact that I want to be healthier this year, I want to be able to actually make my fitness goals, and I want to be able to actually achieve the things that I set out to in terms of strength and whatever. But also takeaways can be incredibly wasteful, or the unnecessary little plastic pots of sauce, for example, that you wouldn't get if you had gone to a restaurant. And because I have, the ability to actually get up and get out of my house and go to a restaurant, I feel like I should use that and actually have a full experience, once in a while going to eat out rather than, ordering in. Also, mainly because I don't actually enjoy takeaways that much. I think that they're going to be this incredible food explosion, and it's going to be this magical moment when I'm watching a film and I'm eating this food and I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I want right now. And then it never really measures up, because you get your spring rolls, vegan of course, and they're not as crunchy as they would be in the restaurant. They're not as warm as they would be in the restaurant. And then you get them with your main meal, and then you're like, what do I eat first? It's just really hard to decide. And you know what? Takeaways are wasteful for me, probably for you. And since I can get out and go to a restaurant once in a while, why not, save my money and actually go out and eat rather than have a takeaway? Number 4 is sustainable items that I already have. So I don't know if you know Frank Green, but it's popping up everywhere on my social media, everywhere. And it's making me think that I need a Frank Green coffee cup. And it's just making me think that I need one. And we all know that I don't need one. We all know that I have a Keep cup. We all know this. And the Keep cup, it has its flaws, okay? It has its flaws. And there are some things that I don't love about it, but I made my choice. It still works perfectly fine. I've just got to get over myself and realize I don't need these things. And also, why don't you just be grateful for the fact that you could have afforded to buy one in the first place? Don't be that person, Amy. Don't be that person who takes for granted the fact that you already have one. So I'm like, do you know what? I'm gonna be grateful for the things that I already have. I don't need another coffee cup. I don't need another sustainable item that I already have something of just because something new has come out and it's really cool. How about you do something better with that money, huh? Number 5. Number 5 is to not buy any new tech at all. There were a couple of things that I bought last year new because I found them very difficult to find secondhand, but that's because I was a bit lazy, and I really don't want to make that mistake again, especially because anything that I might want, need, don't need it. I can definitely get secondhand, and new tech is incredibly wasteful. There's so many resources that go into them. I would definitely recommend watching Kristen Leo's video about the iPhone 10 and why it's actually incredibly unethical because of specifically the mineral cobalt. Is it a mineral? I don't know, I'm not a scientist. But particularly getting cobalt is incredibly unethical, and I don't really want to contribute to that anymore. Where's my phone? My phone. Last year I got a new phone, but when I say new, I mean it's secondhand. It was new to me, and this cost me £200. Like for the whole phone, bought outright. I'm not on a contract or anything. So I actually also end up saving money in both ways. I save money because secondhand tech is actually so much cheaper. I save money because I don't have to be on a contract because I bought a secondhand phone outright. So now I pay like £8 a month for my contract, which is great. Same with, equipment like cameras and lenses, and the lens I'm filming on now was secondhand, and it was much cheaper because I bought it secondhand, and it's perfectly wonderful. Like, it works absolutely. If you are interested in things like cameras or lenses and things like that, Camera Jungle for UK dwellers, that's a really great website for secondhand kit. They take a photo of their thing from all different angles, and you can talk to them, you can call them up, etc., and they test everything. So that's like a secure place to buy stuff from. But I got my phone from giffgaff because they sell secondhand phones as well, and they have all these tiers of different kinds of phones, different prices, and all of that stuff, which is great. And obviously there is eBay and loads of other places where you can buy secondhand tech, and because of that I'm like, Imi, you don't need first-hand tech. Also, to be honest, there really is nothing that I actually need, so I feel like I should just be grateful again for the things that I do have and put my energy and my money into something else. Okay, and number 6. Number 6 is buying new things, or buying things in general, because I've had a bad day or a bad week. Sometimes my go-to to make myself feel better is to like browse and then buy something that I don't need. And to be honest, I don't do this very often, but often enough that it was something that I thought I should add to this video. I don't know if any of you guys have this problem where you've had a bad day or you've had a really crappy week and you're like, what can I make myself feel better with? Sometimes for me it's food, sometimes for me it's buying stuff, and to be honest, that's obviously not a healthy way of dealing with certain kind of stress or pressures, and I'm just trying to find a different way to do that. So you might know that I'm doing a 30-day yoga challenge at the moment, and while yoga is certainly not a replacement, I'm trying to replace a bad habit with a good one, because it's very difficult to just simply erase a bad habit. So I'm trying very hard to replace it with one that's better, or slightly better anyway. So I'm trying to replace it with doing some yoga, even though, it works sometimes, but it has been working, to whatever, but come on. If you're a shopaholic, you probably are thinking like, yoga, come on, Imi, are you joking? But just trying to replace the bad habit with something that's slightly better, it makes it so much easier to actually try and, or even actually what you could do is, when you're feeling the urge to buy something, like I like to text my boyfriend or ring him and be like, I really want to buy this thing, tell me why I shouldn't. And then he's like, 1, you can't afford to buy it, so don't buy it. 2, you don't really want it, it's really wasteful. 3, you're gonna regret it. And he is the voice of reason. when it comes to me purchasing things. So sometimes it's good to hear it from someone else, to be like, you don't need it. That's why sometimes it's good to have a friend or a pal to like do certain challenges with. And I really wish I'd grabbed one for my yoga challenge, because some days I'm like, I don't want to do this, but then I do, and it's great. Anyway, let's wrap this video up because it's getting long. Thank you for watching this video. Please put down below any wasteful things that you are trying not to buy this year. If you want to watch some hilarious videos about wasteful trends that people hate, you should go and check out Shelby's channel, Shelbizzle, because she's made some really funny videos. And when I was in Texas with her, we actually made a video together. So yeah, those are wasteful trends that she hates. These were wasteful things that I no longer want to buy this year, that I was buying or doing last year. And I hope that you, I don't know, resonate with some of these things, because we're all the same, really. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Sunday morning. I really, really hope that you have a wonderful rest of your weekend and rest of next week. Yeah, that's about it. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.